Woodlands Avenue 4. It was during Hari Raya when my friends and I were out visiting each other's houses. We were at our third house near Evergreen Secondary, Woodlands Avenue 4, and it was roughly around 6 p.m. We stayed at my friend's house till it was around 7 p.m. For us Muslims, we are required to perform our 5 daily prayers, one at dawn, one around 1 p.m. plus, one around 4 p.m. plus, one at 7 p.m. plus, and the last one is around 8:30 p.m. When we were younger, we were told by our parents that before our prayer at 7 p.m., it is best to be at home and not out, playing football or block catching, as it is at that time where the ghosts/spirits are most active. As we were all having fun at my friend's house, we decided to move on to the next house at Admiralty, but we didn't realize that it was 7 p.m. and we were already out walking. Fast forward to 9 p.m., we were on our way to our 3rd last house of the night. Apparently one of my female classmates, A, felt a pain in her stomach. We thought that it was a normal stomach ache, but it was unusual to the point that she had to squat on the ground and cry. In my group, I have a friend, B, who has a third eye. I also have another classmate, C, who actually has some sort of a thing in her that can't be removed ever since she was young, therefore it stays in her. There were attempts to remove it, but the thing was too stubborn and strong. On normal days she can act normal, but on other days, the thing can actually trigger, causing her to be aggressive. We will then have to hold her and read some prayers. Back to the story, we all carried A to my friend's house and let her lie down in the room. I entered the room and it was unusually hot, even with the fans at full speed. I then went into the living room where C was acting strange, but I just ignored. All of a sudden, B ran out of the room and cried. She claimed to see a woman in white, with her hair covering half of her face, while the other half was her ugly face with red eyes. The woman in white tried to get close to her and attack her. Things started to get out of hand when C started laughing at the situation when everyone was panicking. We knew that the thing was already triggered and knew what was going on. I had to hold her as she was being really aggressive and needed 3 people to hold her. She started screaming, telling them to let her go. Apparently, B told us that the woman in white was already following us ever since we left my other friend's house around 7 p.m., but she was too scared to tell us and spoil the whole Hari Raya mood. When we were on our way to the 3rd last house, the woman in white attacked A, which explains the pain in her stomach. At that point, B wasn't with us as she was already upstairs at my friend's house. We had no choice but to call an ustaz, Muslim priest, and A's family. For C, they read a few prayers to calm her down, and by then, she fainted and had no choice but to call her family as well to take her home. After the ustaz and A's family came, the ustaz brought A outside into the living room, where everyone was. He asked her where was the woman in white standing. She then pointed out that it was in the study room, smiling at her. He then read a few prayers, and by then the woman in white wasn't there anymore. She was then cleansed by the ustaz and A's family took her home. As for B, she was still traumatized by the whole situation and it affected her for the next few weeks in school.